So what is index notation? Well, if you've ever seen these little numbers that sit above big numbers, then you've already seen it, so you already kind of know what it looks like. Basically, terminology-wise, all we need to know is that the base is this big number right here, and the little number is called the index or the power.
The power.
So that means this would be said as 6 to the power of 4. And it makes sense because you can see this little number has quite a lot of mathematical power. Right, enough terminology. This is what it does. Here's our example, 5 to the power of 2. The little number here tells you how many times the base is multiplied by itself. Okay, so we've got 5 to the power of 2, so that means that it's going to be the base, which is 5. And we're going to multiply it by itself, well, twice, so it's just going to be 5 multiplied by 5. So both of these are exactly the same thing. Both of these equal 25. So what does that mean if we were to change this and make it 5 to the power of 3? The only difference would be that now we go 5 multiplied by 5, and then we're going to multiply it by another 5, because we've got 3 instead of 2. So you can say 1, 2, 3 of them, and we know that's right. We've got a little number. This is how many there is. These things are exactly the same, okay? It's just 5 times 5 times 5 is just a longer way of writing out 5 to the power of 3. Okay, so hopefully you're getting the hang of this. So if we were to do 5 to the power of 4, what do you think that would look like? Well, obviously it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 5s multiplied by themselves.
I think I understand.
So 3 to the power of 3. If I were to write that out, what would that look like? Well, the little number is 3, and so is the base. So that means you're going to be multiplying 3 by itself 3 times. And so if we were to actually figure this out, it would be 3 times 3, which is 9. Then you multiply that by another 3, which equals 27. So 3 to the power of 3 is the same as saying 27. Okay, good. So what about if we do it the other way around? So how do I write this whole thing here in index form? Okay, well, hopefully you can see that the base is clearly a 2, right? So that means the base is 2, and then what would we use the index? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So that means the index is going to be 6, right? So it's 2 to the power of 6. And so what does 2 to the power of 6 equal? If you want to figure that out, it's going to be 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 again, 8, times 2, 16, times 2, 32, and times 2 again is 64. So 2 to the power of 6 is the same as saying 64. It's the same as saying 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 and saying it 6 times.